Good morning. I apologize to the choir. I did not ring the bell. I'm the worship associate, and I'm already messed up, but we're cool with the mistakes in this church, right? So my name is Cindy Ingold. My pronouns are she, her. I am a older middle-aged. Angie Urban said I couldn't say older, but I'm an older middle-aged woman, short brown hair down to my shoulders and bangs. And I am very happy to serve as a worship associate this morning and to call us to worship with our chalice lighting. A flaming chalice has been one symbol of Unitarian Universalism for many decades, a symbol of hope, of reason, of the spark of the divine that shines in all of us. We join our siblings in faith each Sunday by lighting our chalice here in our sanctuary. And we invite those online to light a flame wherever you are as we light ours with these words. And I have to say, I really love these opening words that Kiri chose for us.
It was Beth, actually.
Give her credit. What is it we worship when we gather as you use? Rather than adoration of deity, we gather to practice reverence for life. Rather than lone truths and fixed answers, we gather to awaken curiosity and nurture our search for meaning. We gather weary and uplifted, despairing and hopeful, broken and yet still whole and fully loved. In the spirit of compassion, curiosity, and community, we light our chalice today. And now please rise and body your spirit for our opening song, hymn 188, which is in the gray hymnal, I believe. Come, come, whoever you are. And since this is a short song, we're going to do it twice. Okay.
Welcome to the Unitarian Universalist Church of Urbana-Champaign. We are a people of many ages, histories, genders, bodies, identities, and beliefs who are connected by a shared commitment to build community, seek inspiration, promote justice, and find peace. My name is Kiri Fagan-Olmschneider, and I serve as the chair of the worship committee, and I'm honored to lead today's service. If you are a visitor today, we bid you a special welcome and invite you to complete a connection card if you'd like to learn more about the life of the church and be added to our weekly newsletter. And if you're joining us via our live stream, please say hello in the YouTube chat and know that you too are welcome this morning. Please look around at the color-coded lanyards of your neighbors and be aware and respectful of others' needs and boundaries. We are a congregation of all ages, which means we embrace all the noises and little interruptions our kids can bring to a Sunday morning. As always, people of any age are invited to grab a coloring packet or a fidget toy from the box just outside the doors there, if you want to keep your hands busy. And if you need more space to stretch, wiggle around, or just make a bathroom trip, you can also go anytime across the entry into Fellowship Hall, where the service is being live streamed. We are a congregation of all ages, which means we embrace all the noises and little interruptions our kids can bring on a Sunday morning. Our Faith Development Sunday morning program is on hiatus for the summer, and so everyone will stay together here in the sanctuary. Our nursery on the lower level is available for little ones 4 and under. We're going to do our welcome a little differently this morning. This whole service is going to be a little different. We're trying to kind of mix it up, get us out of our routine. And so in the spirit of curiosity, I invite you to learn something new about one of your neighbors. If you are meeting for the very first time, that should be really easy. If you have known each other a long time, it may be more of a challenge. I have included some suggested questions to get you started, but they are just suggestions. Feel free to go totally off script. If you are online, you can participate in the YouTube chat. Whether you are online or in person, if you are not feeling social today, try to just look around you and notice something about your environment that you've never noticed before. I will give you 5 or so minutes to chat, and then I will bring our chime to bring us back together. I don't think we have the chime here. Oh, there it is. There we go. Thanks, everybody, for your lively greetings. Looks like there were some good conversations. And as always, you can continue those later in Fellowship Hall. You are going to get to chat again with people in the pews later in the service. So hopefully this was a good time to get to know the people sitting around you. So next, we're going to do our time for all ages. And I noticed there's not a lot of kids here today. There's a couple. But this will be very boring if we do not have any participation. So if there's any adults that would like to come up, I invite adults to come up as well, because I do need participation. This is going to be a very boring activity. So yeah, at this time, children and anybody who wants to come up, please come join me up here. Okay, sounds good. You don't have to sit. It's going to be short. Okay, so we're going to do a mystery box thing. It's not actually a box. It's more like bubble wrap. But in here, I have an object. And I'm going to have people, whoever wants to, stick their hands into the bag, and I want you to feel around what it feels like. And I don't want you can make observations, like if it's, soft, rough, sticky, but don't make any guesses about what you think it is yet, okay? Let's give everybody a chance to feel. So I'm going to do that now. So the hole is right here, so try not to look, just stick your hand there. You want to make any observations about the object?
Round.
Okay, good. All right, guys, want to give it a go? Just stick your hand in there. Yeah, don't look. Yeah, what do you notice? You don't know? Okay, that's fine. Oh, yeah, so you're expert. Okay, nice. So we're getting some rough for sure.
It's got teeth. It's not your favorite animal. It's rough.
All right. So, does anybody have any guesses about what it might be? Oh, so the words we heard were rough, scaly. Sam said it seems like it has teeth. Someone said the bottom was flat. Did I miss anything? Round. Oh, yes, good. Thank you. A head. Okay, good guess. Anybody else have any guesses? Fossil cantaloupe. Okay, Sam, that's actually pretty good. Anybody else want to make a guess before we reveal? Oh, okay, good. That's also pretty close. All right. So, hold on. I want to make sure I get it out without breaking it. It's not that breakable, but I don't want to drop it. So, it is actually a piece of coral. It is a piece of brain coral. And of course, this is not in the water, so this is dead. This is essentially the coral's skeleton. So does anybody know what coral is? No. Yeah, I heard a little animal. Right, yeah. So Sam, when you said fossilized, you were not wrong. But yeah, so that's correct. Originally, though, people did not realize that coral were animals. They thought they were plants, which makes sense because, in the ocean, they grow in like a reef. They're pretty static. They don't move around. They look like a plant. But it was actually a guy in the 18th century named William Herschel who also was really curious about the sky and did a bunch of astronomy and built a lot of telescopes. But he also looked through a microscope, which microscopes, make small things big so we can see them. And he was the one who looked at coral, and when he looked at it under a microscope, he saw this thing is moving around. It is not a plant, it is actually an animal, so it's related to like sea anemones and things like that. And it's actually, we now know that it's a whole bunch of little tiny animals, so like the rough holes that people were feeling, those were each a home to each individual little coral polyp. So yeah, so it was by being curious about things, like everybody who was willing to stick their hands in, and by William Herschel, who looked at something that everybody thought was just kind of a plant, and learn something totally new about it. So, thanks everybody for participating. All right. Each week, we practice spiritual generosity by making space for the joys and sorrows we carry with us whenever we gather. We begin this practice with an embodied ritual of singing a blessing song, and today you'll be invited to come forward during that song and light a candle for all that you are holding today. We have candles up here and also at the table in the back. You can submit a joys or sorrows card or send an email to joysandsorrows@uuc.org, and we will share those aloud, joysandsorrows@uuc.org. We will share those aloud later in the service. If you need a joy and sorrow card and there aren't any in your pew, raise your hand and one of the ushers will bring you one. We trust that this act of sharing lightens our burdens and increases our joys, even if it is just for this hour. I invite you to come forward if you are moved to do so as we sing May the Longtime Sun.
We live our mission at this congregation by connecting day to day and week to week through the opportunities both within and beyond these walls. This means welcoming new members and engaging with the many opportunities offered through our faith development, congregational life, and social action councils. This morning, I want to highlight a few things that are happening this coming week and next weekend. Join our Queer UUs and Allies Coalition as they sponsor our next See You at the Movies. On Friday, June 5th at 6 p.m. in Fellowship Hall, we'll be viewing the queer cult classic, But I'm a Cheerleader. This satirical coming-of-age film set in a conversion therapy program was first released in 1999. and sadly, still very relevant today. Everyone is welcome. Join Reverend Beth and the Council of Shared Leadership for our second annual program planning event. That's Saturday, June 6th from 10 to noon in Fellowship Hall. And as we think about planning for the summer and the coming year, the worship committee does have some open spots in the schedule for the summer. Since this is a shared pulpit, I would encourage anyone who's interested and has an idea they'd like to share, or who's just interested in the worship committee and wants to find out about what we do, to talk to me or Kiri after the service. We're always looking for new members and new ideas, and we'd love to have you be a part of the group. Bring flowers next Sunday for our annual flower service, and then join us after service for our annual meeting, where members will vote on our budget for next year and for our new board members. And finally, there's a lot going on next week. The UUA's annual General Assembly, when member delegates engage in the work of the association, is coming up fast in June. This year's General Assembly, or GA, is virtual, and we encourage anyone interested in the broader work of our shared faith to register for the business meeting and workshops. And I know several people have done that in the past, so. If you have any questions about that, please talk to Reverend Beth to learn more about this. Read more details about these and other events in our e-news, and check out the full calendar of events in Realm. Each Sunday, in recognition of our very real interdependence and reliance on each other, we pass the plate and share our offering with an organization doing the work of justice in the world. Our shared offering partner for the month of May is Days for Girls. This international organization works to eliminate the stigma and limitations associated with menstruation. The local Champaign team partners with several local organizations to provide a variety of menstrual product kits locally and around the world. We're honored to support their work this month. You can give through Realm and via the online portal or on our website. Or if you are here in the sanctuary, the plate will be passed and checks can be made out to UUCUC, and in the memo put shared offering. Half of all non-pledged donations will go towards sustaining the work of our church, and the other half will go directly to our shared offering partner. When the music begins, the offering will be gratefully accepted. We invite you to give whatever is generous for you. This is also the time to submit a written joy or sorrow.
Thanks, Michael. Our generosity comes in many forms, and we're grateful for all the ways we each give to this community. We'll now make space for our spiritual generosity and share our joys and sorrows. If you have a card still to pass forward, please feel free to share that now. So first, from Jim and Sandy Hannum, we are delighted to celebrate our daughter Christy's 50th birthday today. Happy birthday, Christy. From Mike Rupsch, gratitude for my father who is 95 years old today. He is a constant source of love, inspiration, and support. Wow, congratulations, lots of birthdays today. This is from Milo. School's out. Another birthday, CJ Arthur. I'm grateful to be alive and to be here today. And then coming from online, from Deborah Karplus, our daughter, Sari, has just published her 5th children's book. We are so proud of Sari. Wow, that's amazing. From Sam Bashirs, the coffee house featured great performances, good feelings, the spirit of justice, and plenty of new faces and voices. And then from Jenny Stevenson, I have a joy within a sorrow. My MG diagnosis a few months ago brought lots of sorrow. I am struggling physically, emotionally, and spiritually. However, my partner, Derek, remains my rock, my joy. No matter what happens, I know he will be there with me. And then another joy from Chris Hanauer. Joy that our fiscal year 27 budget is one of relative plenty. And the joy that you can learn about it today at noon or a little before in the fellowship hall during the Finance Committee's budget information session. Is this a cheap and underhanded way to make an announcement? Maybe. You can always just tell us we need to make an announcement, Chris. So thank you, Chris. So a lot of joys today, which is wonderful, but I know that there are many of us who are also carrying sorrows. I do have one final joy to share, which is a personal one. My husband Wade and I celebrated our 10th wedding anniversary just a couple days ago. So, yeah. So for all we've spoken aloud and all we carry silently in our hearts, we say thank you for making space together in this community. So this month we have been thinking about curiosity and where it leads us. Today we are focusing on sparking our curiosity, which I think is something that we as adults often lose. Many of the things that we see every day are things that are so familiar that we barely even notice them. We also have jobs to get done, meals to cook, laundry to do, and so many other tasks to check off our to-do lists. Once over the holidays, I was walking my nephew, who was about 2 at the time, back from the park. As an adult, I felt like we had accomplished what we set out to do. We had fun at the park. Check. Now it was time to go home. But 2-year-olds have their own ideas about things. Yeah, some of you may have noticed that. My nephew noticed some acorns that had fallen from an oak tree. To him, these ordinary acorns that I didn't even notice were so cool. They became even more cool when he discovered that he could throw the acorns into a puddle. They disappeared. They made fun splashes. Throwing the acorns was just as fun as being at the park. We spent enough time enjoying the acorns that my sister had to ask what delayed us so long when we finally made it back home. I'm sure that many of you have had similar experiences with the children in your lives. I don't have any children of my own, but we did adopt a puppy last summer. I got some good advice early on to let her have lots of time to sniff on walks. Like my nephew, she finds so many ordinary things exciting. The park we go to almost every day never seems to lose its newness. Maybe that's because dogs live through their noses and the smells are different every day. Have you ever seen what happens when a dog notices an unfamiliar object? The first thing they do is try to get close enough to investigate it with their nose. For months, I would follow her around the park, wondering what she was smelling that was getting her tail wagging so rapidly. Sometimes I was able to guess, like if she was jumping up on the base of the tree, well, that was probably a squirrel. But Then we had a period during the winter when the snow fell and it actually stuck around for a while. The whole world that my puppy's nose was sensing suddenly became visible to me. I could now understand that she was really tracking where a bunny ran or where another dog had walked. Or honestly, there was also a fair amount of dog pee. But it was a brief glimpse into an exciting world that was usually completely invisible to me. My dog, like my nephew, is always ready to use all of her senses to explore the world around her. And I think that's what's important about maintaining our curiosity, even when we are busy and have so many things to do. Curiosity is the spark that leads to asking questions, just like, William Herschel looking through the microscope and discovering new things about coral, or looking up in his telescope at the sky. Asking those questions leads to new understandings. My wish for you all is to find a little bit of the curiosity of children and puppies inside of you. And I hope to try and do that today with this service by kind of mixing it up. And so we're going to continue to do that. So the final activity that we're going to do is we are actually going to do a prayer together. It's a Mad Lib style prayer. So some of you have probably done Mad Libs before, where you have to fill in the blanks. And the prayer is printed in your order of service, and hopefully you got some writing utensils when you came in today. And so I encourage you to get together with the people that you got to know a little bit at the beginning of the service. And I think the ushers are coming around if you do need a pen. So I encourage you to kind of get in groups and fill it out with the people around you, or obviously you can do it by yourself. But I'm going to give you, 5 minutes or so again to do that. And then what I'm going to do is pick somebody from your group, and if they want to volunteer, then we're all going to read it aloud. So you'll get to compose one prayer with your group, and then we're going to do another one that we're all going to do together. So I'm excited to see what you guys come up with. And we're going to start 5 minutes now. And I'll ring the chime to bring us back together. All right, thanks everybody. And so just raise your hand if you want to volunteer to fill in one of the blanks. And we have a microphone for the people at the back of the room. So if you're at the back, Cindy has a mic for you. If you're at the front, I will just repeat it into this microphone here. All right, you guys ready? All right, spirit of, okay, life. I hear a lot of life. All right. May we find opportunities this day and this week for, let's just have one person. Seeing what is right in front of us. May we find within ourselves well springs of patience to overcome fear. May all who are experiencing hardships, maybe another suggestion? Sorrow, despair, be met by the light of our compassion, joyful community, resilience. May it be so. Amen and blessed be. Thanks so much for everybody participating in our little bit different service this morning. We're going to conclude now with Wake Now My Senses, which is in your gray hymnal, number 298, and we're only going to do the first 3 verses. We're going to close with our usual words from Reverend Elizabeth Selly Jones. We extinguish this flame, but not the light of truth, the warmth of community, or the fire of commitment. These we carry in our hearts until we are together again.